class, this is now the density experiment number 1. What we have to do first is we have to set up for the second experiment for the week. The 3 things that I need from you is I have honey, water, and vegetable oil. I would suggest most houses would have some sort of oil. You can use any oil you want. Water, I've colored the water red so that you're able to see it better in the clear cup. The honey is the issue. I'm not sure if all of you have honey, and if you don't, just the oil and water, you can make it work. So don't get upset and don't have your parents call me and say that Miss Cheer requires that I go out and grab honey. We're in a coronavirus pandemic. No, I do not want you to randomly go out to some random place and buy some honey. Okay, if you have it, great. If you don't have it, corn syrup would work. I can't think of that many. I mean, any type of really dense sugar syrup would work. Like even, maybe you'll have maple syrup. I don't know. So if you have it, great. If you don't stress. Now, what you have to do is you have to build the layers for your next experiment. So this is honey. Honey is a very dense material. And so we're going to put my honey, the rest of my honey, in the bottom of this cup. So I'm going to take it. It smells good, by the way. But I am going to take my time. As you can see, it's heavy. It's thick. It's going to make me sad because no more honey for my tea for a little while until I can get to the store. But as you can tell, it's adding a good layer to the bottom of my cup. I might play this fast forward when I do get to that point.
This is all the honey I have left. So I'm hoping for the best here. But it's doing okay. Again, I will try to fast forward to this.
Honey. I'm going to leave this upside down so that I can have more of it. I really can't because if you see here, I totally broke the cap. And I broke it a long time ago. It's not even like new and exciting. So hopefully, I don't know. I'll leave it upside down in the sink, and if I can manage to get some more out of there, I will. Okay, so there's a little layer of honey on the bottom. It's nice and dark. The second thing I'm going to put in is that I'm going to put water. I made my water pink. And so I should have 2 distinct layers. I should have the honey on the bottom and the water on the top, which is what I have. Maybe red was not my best color, but you can still see it. There's still honey on the bottom and there's still water on the top. The last layer that I'm going to put on my experiment is oil. I have vegetable oil. I'm going to throw my vegetable oil right there on the top. And really the only way that this experiment works really well is if you use a cup or a glass that's clear. Now that is cool. Now if you look at the water and the oil and the honey, you can see that even when I poured it in, it separated itself. The reason why it separated itself is because of density. Now, if I mix that up, I can make a solution, but eventually those particles would pull apart from each other. Unless I warmed it or cooled it, and even then, the oil will most likely come to the top, the water will go in the middle, and the sugar will be on the bottom, because that's what honey is. Honey is a sugar. As we look at it, let me go ahead and pull out a spoon. As you can see, I can push through the different layers. and you can see that the spoon wants to fall over, but the honey on the bottom holds it in place pretty good. But when I pull this back up, the layers stay separated, even if I touch them. Watch. Put it in. It doesn't matter. Ew, gross. Now I got a little bit more honey, so let's watch what the honey does as I get it to the bottom of the cup. This proves that the honey is denser than the other two materials. You can even see it. It doesn't want to mix in. It does not want to stay on the top layer. It's sinking. Just like that. One more time. You can watch it. I'm making it my mission in life to make this cup overflow eventually. All right. So that is what I need experiment 1 to do. You need to make a 3 liquid or 2 liquid, because I know you guys got oil and water at your house. Okay. Make this rig, this science rig setup, so that we can test density of objects just like they did on the video in real life. That actually looks really cool. So thanks guys. I will see you again for experiment part 2. And your cup should look like mine.